Alright, so there were new Trippie leaks. I'm not sure if he did it himself. That's what I heard, but he has not confirmed that whatsoever. So like, who really knows? In the description of this new SoundCloud account, it says, I only like Trippie leaks. Don't ask me about nothing else. So maybe it's like, I don't know. It just seems a little planted that they got this many songs, but at the same time, Trippie Redd albums do leak like months prior to their album releases. Like people have his album that he was gonna drop in like 2030. They already got that album somehow. Who knows? Somebody on the inside is a mole who just has access to every single song he's made. But regardless, so what we're actually talking about is how one of the songs in particular on this list of leaks, there were like, I don't know, 30 or something. I think this account, yeah, see, look how many leaks that is, like full albums worth. I'm pretty sure people are telling me these were like Mansion Music throwaways. Again, not entirely sure. Take all that with a grain of salt. But one song in particular, I think it's called Pop My Shit, has been getting a couple accusations. Not actually, more than a couple, a lot. Everybody on Twitter and Instagram, per usual, it's cool to hate on Trippie Redd on social media, as we all know. Whenever you drop like a tweet going at him, it's gonna blow up. So if you want to be famous, just start hating on Trippie Redd, I guess. It's a fact. But anyway, this Pop My Shit song, and I heard a snippet already. I'm not gonna react to all these songs because this is when the labels start actually getting on me about copyright and all that. Like Kanye and Carti's label, they low-key almost took down my channel a couple months ago, maybe a year ago at this point. I'm not entirely sure. But man, this song, I'm not gonna lie, does sound exactly like Carti's recent sound, where on Travis Scott's album Utopia, he had like this new low voice or deep voice, whatever you want to call it, where it sounds exactly like that. Also on Killers, aka Wicked, just the new leaks, the new sound that Carti's on / Ken Carson's kind of on as well, just like the whole deep voice thing. And I understand, before we get into the song, that Trippie Redd has been doing like different fluctuations with his voice, different pitches, but it's just even the whatever you want to call it, like the cadence, and just it's the type of deep voice. Obviously Trippie Redd got a low voice, but he's a man, big strong man, pause. But it's like you're really trying, like, put my shit like, and that exactly sounds like what Carti did on, again, Fiend, on Travis Scott's Utopia, as well as Killer / Wicked, that we're thinking is gonna be his next album sound. But now that Trippie Redd did it, maybe he won't do it anymore. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna say this has been a problem, but a lot of people have been giving him these accusations ever since, I don't know, like the last 3 years. I want to say like since 2019, like the whole Neon Flow. It was Star Power or something like that. It was a couple songs with Sunny 2.0, but allegedly those songs were for Carti to hop on. So if that negates any opinions that you might have on those songs, as well as people have the accusations about his aesthetic, where he dresses up in like the all black Rick Owens. Not necessarily that Carti started that, but it is kind of his aesthetic. You don't really have to start something and be the first person to do it to really have the influence over a certain image or sound. But when you popularize something, where again, Wicked and Killers and the Fiend song, that deep voice thing, not really many people are doing it right now. So it's kind of Carti's sound, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, let's check out the song just to confirm or deny if this song is actually biting Carti.
Squarespace is designed to sell.
Hold on, we got to turn off the ads real quick.
Look at me. Look at me. This is amazing. Ain't just super fly, I'm super duper fly. You know what I mean? Missy Elliott, you know what I mean? Super fly. I'm on some Godzilla. What the hell? Hey! Go up. This shit bigger than the lips Walt Disney used to draw, you know what I'm saying? For real. Okay.
All right, so it sounded already like he pitched down his voice in the post-production. not just his actual voice, which I'm not sure if Carti did that, because I feel like he was actually just rapping the type voice.
Pop my shit, 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 pop my shit. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about your body. Better mind your business, gone back.
All you lame ass niggas pocket watch. Yeah, bitch, I feel like Zelly, I'ma stop.
All right. So the actual verse, he's not biting, but the chorus of the pump my shit, it kind of sounds like, which is exactly what Carti sounded like on Fiend.
Play around with my money, I'ma pop. Send him to the ER with a doc. Send that boy to the sky like a helicopter. As far as waves, little bitch, I'm the founding father. Look at the cradle like bitch, that is not my son. Know my ass might be in this bitch, I went and brought my gun. I ain't tryna learn no more little lessons, I'm gonna teach you some. Better act like you been here, bitch, go ahead and treat yourself. Every time I fuck that little bitch, I'm making a screaming yell. Man, that bitch got good ass brain, that little bitch went to Yale. She said when I'm with your boy, I am not myself. I'm keeping motion with me, nigga, but I ain't going to jail. Never fail, living black, purple, blue, and pale. Smack a sale, I got crack, Molly, purse for sale.
Pop my shit, 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 pop my shit.
All right, so we get the point. Again, the verse sounded like classic Trippie Red with like the in the background and other noises that he makes whenever he's, I don't know, piping out his girl or something. So the verse is chilling. That pop my shit, pop my shit. It's even the same cadence kind of. Now I do have to give like some nuance here. Again, if this is a Mansion Music throwaway, now I don't know if actually Carti was supposed to be on Mansion Music, like the actual Mansion Music song, ended up not being on there. But that dropped end of 2022, maybe it was like the beginning, like one of the first albums after 2023 started. So it was basically almost a year ago, and we didn't really hear any low voice, deep voice Carti until maybe a month ago, whenever Utopia dropped. Maybe that was August, something like that. So 2-3 months ago. So we gotta keep the time frames in perspective here. Who really did it first? And also, with that being said, Carti, if he was working with Trippie, as I said before, on Mansion Music, then maybe he was doing the low voice on there. Although I think we got a snippet at one point, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it had any deep voice on it, because people would have been making a huge ruckus about that back in those days. But also at the same time, technically speaking, when we heard Carti on the deep voice, whatever, we were already thinking of Future, because Future already kind of got that voice in general. He just got more of a lower, raspier voice. And we already talked about how Uzi was going Young Thug route, or at least he was with Barter 16, and then he's scrapping that album because of Love Is Rage 3. But then Carti was kind of going on the Future route, and that kind of aligns with the two Atlanta OGs, even though I know Carti's from Atlanta, but I don't think Uzi's from Atlanta. Technically, he's from Philly, but then he blew up in Atlanta because he was working with DJ Drama and Don Cannon. That's where he got signed. So, as I was saying, Carti was, he wasn't the originator of this Future sound, because Future is the OG in that realm, but he's kind of popularizing in a new way, and then Trippie's on it potentially afterwards, potentially before, or potentially at the same time, because again, they heard it at the same time, or Trippie was influenced. No matter what, regardless of that, because we don't really know any of the facts of the time frames, maybe Trippie will respond to all these accusations about being a Carti biter, because it has happened in the past. But overall, I do think that this is a Carti bite. I'll be honest. With the chorus, with the pump my shit, he's kind of giving people ammo to hate on him. And that happens a lot, to be honest, because I think sometimes I don't know. When you know somebody's gonna call you a biter, you kind of gotta like stray away from that. But at the same time, it also gives him more hype, because the Trippie leaks you know, they're not as popular as like the Uzi, Carti leaks or the Juice leaks, because he's just not as big of an artist at this point. So it kind of gets the conversation around him anyway. So he could like low-key drop again. If he did the Carti voice, people still listen to it. Even if they're hating on it, they're still giving him the streams. So it might just be a marketing play, or it could just be a leak and it was a throwaway, something that he made for fun, where artists like to hop on other people's sounds just to experiment with it. Maybe that'll inspire them into something else, because everybody, as a creator or a musician or whatever, just any art in general, like you kind of take bits and pieces of people around you, your environment, internal things that you've seen or heard, and you make your own of it. So maybe that's what he was trying to do, and it was just a throwaway, and then it leaked. But if he leaked it himself, it's a bite. If it's not, or if he did not leak it himself, still kind of a bite, but maybe it was just taken out of context a little bit. That's what I gotta say. I'm not defending anybody. I still think it's a bite.